everywhere and so on, and nice lighting, nice decorations, nice formal restaurant. You can see it, people they come serve you nicely. We did have a good. Now the other thing is the volume of tourists lower Indonesia. Yes, I do agree with you, but both foods are nice. I got no complaint there. But if you're telling me, for example, hi guys, there's a couple of things to talk about today, which will come to it. But first, I would like to thank all the subscribers and new subscribers coming on board. At least, guys, if you do not subscribe, at least push the like button. I really appreciate that. Guys, first thing I want to talk about why some YouTubers lying about Thailand. Most of them are true, and some others are not true. Basically, they pick it up from AI, and then they put it on AI sound, so the AI will read the whole thing. The only thing they put the film, and it's really regardless of all that, but the information is being given is totally false or wrong. Even though there is some certainty it is right, but it's a lot of it wrong. I can't say every tourist or everyone who lives in Thailand act the same way, but let's be clear. They say Thailand, it is out of tourists and so on. That is true. The tourist volume is dropped, and other countries, Asian countries, it is being fact. It's written there in black and white. But there is some twisted truth about all this. What we say is, let's say, for example, they're saying a bottle of beer costs you 250 or 300 baht. That is, again, it is true, but not everywhere it is the same. If I go to Bangkok and I stayed in a nice, well-decorated place, of course they will charge me for that. If the coffee shop, like normally I pay for my coffee 50 to 60 baht, there is a place in Bangkok, I can go have a coffee there for I usually have espresso coffee. I will have it for 200 baht. That is again true, but that is not the reason the tourist volume dropped. I really cannot pinpoint why, but there is again a lot of factors, and the country have to look at it. Now, the other thing is the volume of tourists, lower volume of tourists is the tourists who cannot spend, who can spend, they coming to Thailand. Who cannot spend, they don't go to Thailand because of the wrong rumors about it, and especially with us as YouTubers. Now, I could have a meal for 60 baht and I could have a meal for 1,000 baht. It depends. If I go to Pizza Hut, for example, they got a lot of employees, everything come imported almost, and so on. So you will have one pizza cost you 900 baht or 1,000 baht, I think, in between. My pizza I ate was maybe a year ago or so. So I'm not an expert in that, and I'm not saying I'm an expert in everything, but what I'm trying to say, Thailand is not what you think it is. Yes, it is more expensive now. Yes, the money side of it, when I go exchange, Now it is much lower than before, I agree. But again, the economy of Thailand, it's different than the economy in China, let's say, example. They, or in Vietnam, so every country they have their own economy, and then it depends how the money circulate and so on. I'm not saying I'm an expert in economy and so on, but I would say this. I'm talking about everyday living as an expat in Thailand and what I go through and all that, so I know what is happening. For example, I tell you, the other one of the YouTubers was saying the meal cost him 3,000 baht. I don't know what he ate, but it cost him 3,000 baht. Did he eat 3 large pizzas or what? I really don't know. But here it is. I went the other day with friends, a normal restaurant, not fancy restaurant, let's call it. It was not fancy restaurant. It was a normal restaurant. You can see it. People, they come serve you nicely. We did have a good meal. We had a couple of beers and so on. But it was a nice atmosphere and so on. We had a lot of fun. It's not and then we didn't pay, I don't know, we had beers, we ate a lot and so on. I think it cost me less than 200 baht each. So without the beers, okay, without beers, because the beers, it cost me a bottle which is what we call it double neck or 2 beers, let's say, each bottle. If you put it in a glass, will end up with it's like 2 bottles. Each bottle cost us, I think it cost me 120 baht or something. So that was not too bad. It was okay, you know, because if you buy it from supermarket, you buy one maybe for 80 baht. So that is double bees, the long neck bees. So it's okay for me, because if I was in Sydney, say let's say for example, I had one schooner cost me $8 in a pub. Come on, $8. It is a ripoff, I tell you that much. This one, it cost me double. I drank double of that. Would cost me some $5 or so. So a double schooner, it is. It would cost me $16. Here it would cost me $8. A friend of mine again, he asked me, look, I'm coming to Thailand, but I really don't have much money. How much could I spend in Thailand? I said, without your accommodation or with the accommodation? He said, no, my accommodation is paid. I said, all right, because maybe if you are as a tourist and you do it as reasonable, okay, will cost you you end up paying some $1,000 maybe, if that's so, maybe $500. So if you don't eat in a flashy restaurant, now if you go to a flashy restaurant somewhere uptown and it's the decoration of the pub, they got a DJ, for example, and you got stuffs everywhere and so on, and nice lightings, nice decorations, nice bar and so on. It will cost you maybe one be $300. But really, when I go to a place with the friends, I'm not going to see the place how it is and so on. What am I going to do with the decoration? Nothing. It's only, oh yeah, it's nice. Who cares? I'm sitting with people who I like to make friends, who they are my friends, and then we spend good time, and so that is the main thing for me, who I am spending time with. So if I spend time with good friends, Who cares about the decoration? I care about the food. Is it clean? Is it nice? Is it good food? Is it tasty? And then the beers comes with it. I have 1 beer, 2 beers, and thank you very much. I'm not there to get drunk. I'm there just to have a good time, enjoy myself with my friends, have a couple of jokes, talk about life, and so on. But that is really, it does not matter what's the decoration look like. So if you go to a place, my dad always used to say, God rest his soul, when you go to a place, look at the place. Is it flashy going? Is it normal? Is it mom and dad? Is it? He said, mom and dad, they work for themselves. They get the same things, but maybe it's nicer because mommy cooks it. So it's kind of home cooked meal. But then you go to a flashy restaurant, you will be paying for their decoration, for their staff, for their electricity, for everything. So you are actually paying for the excess. You're not paying really for the stuff itself. Look, if you enjoy that, it's okay, go and do it. But don't come and tell me Thailand, it becomes so expensive. That is why tourists not coming. Okay, maybe that is a factor, but everywhere expensive. Like, yeah, I lived in Vietnam. It is cheaper than Thailand. I agree with you. Indonesia, it is. Yes, I do agree with you. But both foods are nice. Both foods are nice. I got no complaint there. But if you're telling me, for example, taxi drivers, mate, even in Sydney, the taxi drivers, they're trying to rip you off. Not because of the meter or whatsoever, but they go a long way instead a shortcut. So that way they make more money with the one passenger. By making a longer way, they make more money than you think. So it is the same thing everywhere. Every taxi driver, they try to cheat, but depend how smart you are as a tourist. Do you fall for this trap or not? So, like for example, when I was in Vietnam, the taxi drivers don't know where the hell they're going. I tell you that much. Even the Google map is not good. It happened to me, and but I can't say this and that. It's Vietnam is no good, and don't put the reputation of the country down, because it's not you who talking, it's the AI who is talking. The AI, you put the information there, and then the AI will give you the information. But if you say to AI, why the inflation in Thailand, why there's no tourists in Thailand, Thailand is having a big problem, yes, of course, the AI will tell you this and that. They give you statistics and a couple of things is written. But in reality, it's not really, because you're not writing or you're not telling people what is happening living in Thailand. But who's doing that is AI. Yeah, AI is good, but we have to feed the information to AI to give us the right information. I could write anything from AI, but and then I split the beans. Oh yeah, this is what AI is telling me, or I say, this is what's happening, but you're not living in that place. Guys, please, if you are doing anything for, he is giving information to AI, but the AI is giving him what he's basically the AI emphasizing of the information in a right way or in the right manner or the right language. Okay, but if you depending 100% on AI, that is so wrong. It's not coming from the heart. Whatever you are doing, you're giving information to people. Let it be from the heart, and don't let it be technology produced or technology given. That is so wrong. It's not coming from the heart. It's not really coming from the reality. So let's pass this part over, and please understand this. People trusting YouTubers, to give this information. And if you cannot give the right information about the country, stop doing that. It's not like not all taxi drivers are wrong, okay? Not all of them the same. There is a lot of taxi drivers. Look, I had a bad experience with a taxi driver in Thailand, but that does not mean all of them are the same. I had good experience about Thai people in a great way, and that is the majority of them, because they're really nice, they're really good people, they're really hard-working people. But again, not all Thai people are in that manner. We say majority of them, they are good people, and I never regret a day while I'm in Thailand. So, but that does not mean everything is rosy. No, that is very wrong. If I go to a bar and I don't pay my bill, and they ask me to pay the bill, and I say no, that is too much. Why you go to a bar you cannot afford? You going to a place but you don't want to pay, that is so wrong. I don't care who they are, those people, what they do, and so on, but you have to pay your bill, or else don't go. Or from start, ask them how much is the beer, for example, or the coffee or whatever. So if you cannot pay, say no, thank you, and leave. But you don't go there showing off you are, as a foreigner, you're rich and you can pay. That's fine, but that is the attitude you are taking. But then end of the day you say no, I'm not paying. That is wrong. Even the girls who's selling their soul to you, and not because they love you, because they need the money. So, and that's where they are for. So if you go into places like this, make sure you're gonna pay your bill, mate, or else you're gonna be in trouble. So, and then they say, Thai people are not good. No, you're not good. You know where you're going. You go to anywhere in the world, doesn't matter where, what country it is. I have visited a lot of countries, but that does not mean every country I go to I cannot pay. That is wrong. I have to see my budget, I have to see the place to go to, and don't think you are number one to anyone. So another thing I want to talk about, there's a couple of things. Just be careful when you come as a tourist. Don't come with if you are a smoker, don't come with your e-cigarettes, because there is, if they find out in the airport, even if it's in your luggage or in your pocket whatsoever, if they find an e-cigarette anywhere and it is yours, they will fine you somewhere, I think 30,000 or 50,000 baht, which is Australian, I would say $1,500 or so I think $2,000 or something. So you just be careful of that. E-cigarettes are not, it's illegal to have them in Thailand. So you just be careful, please. Do not look at if a type. There is people who are smoking it in the street. I've seen it, but they are Thai. So that is their problem, not your problem. As a foreigner, you have to come respect this place. So you will get respect back. Look, mate, if you are a smoker and you cannot afford 60 or 70 baht to buy cigarettes, I think you should stay in your country. And regards the e-cigarettes, that is the law here. So please be careful. Do not carry an e-cigarette when you're coming to Thailand. They confiscate it from you, or they might charge you 30 to 50 baht. You don't need to do that. Okay. All right. End of this video, guys. I would like to thank you for ask you, please do not forget to thumbs up or like, so I can produce more videos and YouTube can push it for me as well. I really do thank you for everything. Thanks. Bye bye. See ya. Ciao.